Vitaimo. Welcome, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of you who are joining in today's reading. A special thanks to all your well and elevated ancestors and guides who are going to be coming through for this reading. I'd like to invite you to just take a deep breath in and out, just to slowly arrive at this space. Please take a moment to welcome in the well ones in your lineage, the spiritual guide supporting you on your journey, just to come a little bit closer, to support you, and to help you discern and open up to the messages that are meant for you specifically. Okay. I'd also like to invite you to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in any offerings that I have, you can take a look in the description box. Have a look at my website, my shop, and if you feel called to donate, which is greatly appreciated, and that can also be found in the description box. Okay. All right, so now on to today's message. So what was coming through today is for me to attempt to get a quick Ancestor spirit guide message. So let's see how this will go. Okay, as you can see, I've prepared your oracle cards. I've got a couple tarot decks here that I'll be using later on in the reading. So first we're going to start with the oracle cards. There, I'm just going to clear some energy. Okay, I'm just sensing some peace and some calm. Which is a very nice energy. The sun is out, it's shining. Where I live, we've been having tons of rain, lots of rain. Flooding, highways shut down. My house 4 years ago had some significant flooding. However, this year it's all going good. All the pumps are working well. Water's getting moved. So I'm feeling like a message coming through initially is about whatever's happening in your life right now, wherever you're at. It might feel like there's a whole bunch of cleansing coming in. Okay, but the water's being moved. It's not being stagnant, stuck. It's not wrecking anything. All right, so, okay, on to quick messages. We'll see if that comes in to affirm the card. So let's start with our archetype card. The Village. All right, I'm just going to take a look here. Let's see. I feel most drawn to this hand. All right, and what I'm getting with that is actually I'm hearing interrupting a karmic cycle, right? By putting your hand here. Okay, something keeps going round and round, but you are making some kind of physical effort, movement, some kind of choice, which is disrupting this cycle. Okay, and this was like a really deep cycle. Look, it's way underground. It's underneath this mountain. Mountains can represent challenges, right? It's deep underground. Okay, so some kind of cycle is getting interrupted. All right, let's see. And what kind of cycle? We're going to go to this archetype next. Okay, child wounded. Look at that. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. All right, so here we go. See, this is an adult hand coming in. Okay, and it has something to do with some childhood wounding. Okay, maybe this is what you're flushing out. You don't really know what it is, or maybe you do. Okay, but the sunshine, the sun is coming out. Like I said, the sun has came out. Maybe this reading is going to illuminate some of these childhood wounds that are coming out. And now I'm really seeing this as a crown. Maybe one of the wounds is, not taking your place, not feeling very royal or regal or maybe worthy of a crown. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get some insight into this wound. Phobias, anxiety, overcoming fears. Yeah. Okay, do you see this ladder? It's on fire. There's a pretty scary looking snake. There's a scary looking bird there, which actually, has a skull for the head. I'm seeing it as a vulture. In a past reading, the vulture came out and I spoke about how the vulture eats all things that are dead, right? It cleans it up. It actually saves other creatures, so they don't eat things that'll make them sick. The vulture is able to transmute all of that illness. And this ladder, right? Also, and there's a spider, a scary looking one too, like a black widow. Look at on this ladder, and look at that ladder you've been climbing up. Okay, but all of these three creatures that are depicted in here as being extremely terrifying have very positive messages. Okay, so possibly, let's see, some phobias, childhood phobias and fears, some anxieties. I don't know, maybe you were scared of snakes, spiders, creatures of the dark. Okay, yet the snake represents being able to transform, shed skins. The spider represents community and creation. And the vulture represents eating poison, transmuting it, and turning it into something healthy and clear. Okay, all right, I'm hearing you've been going through it. Okay, but don't worry, because this reading still has a good sense of like freedom, peace, the sun illuminating, all that you've been struggling with. Okay, we're going to go to the tea leaves. We're going to start here. And we got harp, great happiness. Wow, there's 170 something tea leaves. And I know we got this, and it might have been the last reading. All these cards, we are getting a lot of repeating cards. Okay, so that would just tells me that keep working on it. You're doing it. And this is deep. This is like really, really deep work. So it does take some time. But you're doing the work. And that's what matters. I know it would be so lovely to be done this work, but it's okay. I'm hearing you're perfect exactly where you're at right now. So take comfort in that. Take some peace in that. Okay, so great happiness is on the horizon. Ooh, compliments from an admirer. Bouquet. There's some flowers coming. Okay, so maybe part of the childhood wounds was, maybe a lot of talk about things that you did wrong, being hurt, maybe hearing negative things about yourself. And then here we go. You're getting some compliments. Yeah, okay. You're going to get some compliments. And like true ones. And maybe part of the work is for you to come up with what you like about yourself. What you're proud of. All right, next tea leaf. Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Beautiful. Diamonds, it takes a lot of pressure and time for a diamond to be formed. It's sought out as being one of the most precious gems. And most likely for the very reason of how long and how much pressure it takes for one to be formed. So you're turning into a diamond. Okay? All this pressure, the wounds, the fears, the anxiety, this is what's turning you into a diamond. And all these tea leaves are very, very positive. If you listen to other readings, a lot of them can be pretty negative. But these ones are all forecasting, like, I feel like you're on a threshold, like you're very close. Look at that. You're grabbing, you're interrupting this cycle. You're collecting your crown. Okay, last tea leaf. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Okay, so maybe there's something you've been wishing for that is not actually for your highest good. Wish will not be granted. Okay, and I'm hearing that this wish that maybe you have, that's not in alignment with where you're going. They're not going to let it come through for you because it's not going to bring you great happiness. Okay, the wishes that are going to be coming forward are going to come from a place that's going to bring you happiness. So maybe revisiting what some of your wishes are. Okay, really taking a look at, will this bring me the outcome that I'm actually looking for right now? Okay, maybe take a look at kind of what this wish was born out of. Was it born out of your phobias, your anxiety, your childhood woundings? Okay, we want wishes not to be born out of fear, but to be born out of love. All right, let's carry on. Here we go, persuade. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card here is this looks like the devil shaking his hand. This person's looking kind of scared and like, not too sure what to do. And then there's this stern person standing behind them holding a sword. This looks like, it's looking to me like when somebody's graduating, right? So maybe somebody in a place of authority is trying to trap you into making a decision. Okay? I want you to make decisions. Well, not I, but your guides and ancestors want you to make decisions not from a place of fear or persuasion. Okay, take some time to find the answer deep within you. Okay, next card. Restless. Restlessness, anxiety. feeling sick, defeated, lost. All right. You might be feeling that right now. Maybe in the tarot, we're gonna ask for some guidance on working through these wounds, the restlessness. Okay, we'll see. And then the last card here is community. Look at them. I'm actually seeing them as being very happy, singing in a circle, working together, accepting people and their differences. All right. Maybe one of the wounds is you're not feeling like you have a community right now. Okay, this broken wish. I don't know, maybe there's a community you want to be a part of, or the community you are a part of isn't right or good for you. Okay, but you're searching for connection, you're searching to find your people, your direction. Don't worry, it's messy right now. It's going to become clear. Okay, I'm going to pull some tarot. All right, to the collectives, well and elevated ancestors and guides. You know, what greater insight can we get into this message? Okay, we can see, you know, they're working on some really deep issues, fears that might be attached to your health, to your home. I'm seeing the number 6, which is the 6th house, your body, your pets. All right. So what more do you want to share with the collective about what they're working through right now? What more do you want to share with the collective? What they're working through right now. So what more do you want to share with the collective about what they're working through right now? Oh, that one. Thank you. Okay, nope. Okay. What more do you want to share with the collective? Okay. Thank you. I'm going to stop there for now. All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck. 2 of Cups. Unions. Okay. And in particular, maybe a union with something most dear to your heart. Like in this, the 2 of Cups signifies like an intimate partnership coming together, and it could be you're clearing away, you know, childhood woundings that keep you separate. Okay? But the background, what you're moving towards, is a fulfilling, intimate union. Okay? And that could be a union with an intimate partner, it could be with friends, family, work, or even a union between your adult self and your child, the little child within you. Okay, so what's been getting in the way of these unions? 1, here's the devil. Okay. I feel really drawn to how he's holding his finger up, kind of like, or shh, you know, don't share with them what's holding them back. And what's with that? I got to look at this flame on his arm here. Okay, so the left side, it's the flames on the left here. The left side represents the feminine side, the side of receiving. Okay, so I'm picking up that you're burning away with all these wounds and anxiety, you're burning away the things that make it hard for you to receive and keeps you alone in a land that looks pretty desolate. And I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like he's got like a tiny little bow and a stick there, which can be used to make fire. You know, it looks like he's trying to get a spark, to create some warmth, to maybe illuminate. So the devil, what does the devil do? The devil binds us, can bind us through addictions, can bind us through fears. Okay, so what is gripping you in your life right now? And that'll be the key to what to start to let go of. And then we're moving here to the Seven of Swords. So, you know, the devil's been tricky. Here, Seven of Swords, you've got people or things or yourself, your fears, your anxiety that's lying. It's being sneaky. Okay, so whatever you're healing and flushing out right now has been sneaky and they've been lies. Okay, and the last card here is the Hangman. And I'm hearing no reversals. So we're going to take this. Okay, interesting depiction of the Hangman. So, looks like a man upside down, flying through the air on very big skis, kind of like two snowboards on his legs or feet. Okay, but he doesn't look too distressed. Looks like he just did some big action move. And you see the sun behind his head there, letting him see things from a different perspective. You know, turning his world upside down. Maybe your world is feeling turned upside down, so you can see things from a different perspective. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to take some after tarot here, and we're going to clarify these 3 cards. All right. To the collectives, well and elevated ancestors and guides. What more do you want to share about the energy of today for the collective? What more do you want to share? I'm hearing do something different whenever you're listening to this reading. Try to see things from a different perspective. Do something different. Switch up your routine. Maybe switch up the food you're eating. Maybe switch up the exercise you're doing, but kind of like flip things upside down. See if there's a different way to go about doing something. Okay, what more do we want to share with the collective? That way, and you're saying this way. Okay. What more do you want to share with the collective, ancestors, guides? What more do you want to share with the collective? Okay, I'm feeling that one. What more do you want to share with the collective, ancestors and guides? Thank you. And that one too. Okay, there. And there. Okay. Oh. All right, King of Wands, bottom of the deck. You're going to have mastery over these fears, these worries, these anxieties. Look at him sitting on his throne, crown on the head, just holding a lizard. He's looking pretty stable and stoic. Okay, it doesn't look like much is able to bother him. Fully in his power. So there's the background. You're going to be moving fully into your own power. And the wands represent spirit, creativity, magic, vitality, energy. So that's what you have to look forward to. Okay, so let's see. It's clarifying the devil, the lovers. Oh, just wait. Let's get some crystals here for the card. All right. The lovers. And in this depiction of the lovers, they're not chained. Okay. The feminine form here is passing an apple to the masculine's reaching out for it. Actually, in the lovers, they're not chained. Sorry, I'm back to the devil, thinking about the devil card. Okay, something about reciprocity and sharing and being vulnerable and open, right? Both these people in this card are naked, which signifies vulnerability, innocence, childhood. Okay, and the devil. I don't know, maybe one of these deep wounds I'm hearing now has been a curse. I'm hearing Prichnia in Ukrainian on unions, partnerships within your lineage, and that's what you're healing. Okay, let's move on to this. Okay, we got the Empress, the Hermit, and I'm called 6 of Cups. Okay, look at where you're moving towards. Okay, you're healing the feminine energies that have made it hard for you to be open to receive. Okay, but you're getting ready. You're opening up to receive. And how you're able to do that is, do you see the Hermit here? He's holding a snake, right? You've climbed up that ladder. You've tamed this fear. You're able to hold the snake. You're able to look at the light and see the meaning. He's also not alone in the After Tarot. So in the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there'd be no snake. There'd be no wolf standing beside him. But look at that, like, you know, wolves have been depicted throughout myths, you know, of being scary, dark, shape-shifting animals. And they've also been depicted as like the lone wolf, the trailblazer, and then also wolves living in packs and community and taking care of each other. Okay, so I'm seeing the wolf coming in here, holding the snake. You know, by facing these fears and working through the wounds, you're collecting companions. And these might be spiritual companions. Maybe these are spirit animals that now are working with you to support you in your life, in your healing. Okay? But the gifts, right, that I'm hearing are meant for you are coming. Just keep working through the introspection. And then we've got the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups represents the past. You know, it can represent past lives. Things that are very, very deep. And all these cups have flowers growing and blooming out of them. These 2 children are running towards an adult figure here. They look really happy. All right, so you're definitely working on your inner child, the wounds, and you're calling that inner child towards you, helping them build trust that you're able to take care of them today and that you're doing this work. All right. Trying to listen if there's any other messages. Okay, I'm just hearing to get a card for some helpful advice. Where are we going to get some helpful advice? Okay, I'm hearing the Ascended Master. An Ascended Master here. And let's see. Which Ascended Master has a message for the collective? What loving, hopeful message can we leave for the collective today? Okay. What loving, hopeful message does an Ascended Master have for the collective today? One more time. All right. So what loving message do we have for the collective today? Which Ascended Master has a loving message for the collective today? Thank you. And there we go. All right, bottom of the deck, Twin Flame, Angus. And you know, we got the Two of Cups. So this definitely can do with an intimate partnership. Okay. But let's see. Which Ascended Master came through? Saint Francis, follow your heart. Beautiful. I'm hearing you can't go wrong when you follow your heart. Okay. I was drawn to the wishbone here. Actually, I'm going to pull this Twin Flame out. Possibly if you're feeling really, really connected with somebody and it's not working out, right? Maybe it's in your best interest this one doesn't work out. It could be a karmic. I don't know if you guys know about twin flames, possibly. I don't feel like really getting too deep into it. So I'm just going to use the saying twin flame in today's reading about finding your person, okay, your soulmate, from a place of love. And you don't have to be fully healed, but you find them from a place of love, not from a place of wounding. Okay, and in order to do that, you're going to do it by following your heart. Okay, we're going to read on these two. Actually, I feel like putting it like that. I'm going to start with Twin Flame, and then we'll end with Follow Your Heart. Okay. Here we go. Angus. This card indicates a twin flame relationship, which is the deepest form of romantic love. To form such a partnership, you must follow your inner guidance, learn personal growth lessons, and have patience with divine timing. Once twin flames find each other, everything in their life reaches new heights of love and light. Okay, additional meanings for this card. The person that you're inquiring about is your soulmate or twin flame. You will soon be with your twin flame. Keep your heart open, right? Follow your heart. Stay positive and follow your guidance to manifest your prayers about your love life. Okay, I'm going to read about Angus. So Angus is a Celtic god who helps soulmates and twin flames meet and enjoy harmonious relationships. A twin flame is an even closer and more eternal version of a soulmate relationship. He helps lovers resolve arguments with his magical harp music and healing kisses. When Angus first saw a beautiful maiden named Sarah, he fell deeply in love. Angus followed Sarah until he found her bound to swans by silver chains. Angus transformed himself into a swan so that he'd be forever bound to his twin flame. Call upon Angus to meet your soulmate or twin flame and to resolve quarrels in love relationships. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to read Follow Your Heart. Saint Francis. The answer to your question is in your heart. This card signifies that you can trust your heart's true desires, even if you can't clearly see how the outcome will appear or manifest. This is a situation where you're called upon to walk in faith and be true to yourself. The universe will ensure that your needs are met and will help you with your relationships as you make life changes. You already know what to do. Trust your intuition and take action accordingly. Your feelings are accurate and valid. You are guided to make important and happy life changes. You're receiving true divine guidance through your feelings and intuition. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so follow your heart. You're doing a good job healing all these deep wounds. And let love lead the way. I'm hearing the reading is closed. All right, take another deep breath with me. And out. I'm curious to see if this reading became short or not. I suspect not too short. But yeah, that's good. I'm going to go with that. Okay, so please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in my other offerings, take a look at my website, my shop, and donations are greatly appreciated, and you can find all that information in the description box below. Okay, so thank you to all those who have joined. Thank you to all of your well and elevated ancestors and guides who came through for today's reading. And from my heart to yours, Amigwich, Yakoyu, Hi Hi.